East, Latin America, and at home. Please welcome Peter.
Hello, everybody. Trumpism is conducting a war against the people of the U.S. and globally. It's an authoritarian bullying playbook that violently oppresses, exploits, and dehumanizes immigrants, poor people at home and abroad, takes resources from the global south, and demands total U.S. dominance. Let us connect these domestic and global attacks and build the power to stop them. I will focus on the global. In each of the following cases, there's the continuity of a bipartisan project of U.S. immoral and illegal intervention and a new, more blatant and murderous aggression. 1. U.S. support for Israel's genocidal war in Palestine and Gaza and the West Bank. The U.S. has given Israel $300 billion of aid, which has supported Israel's illegal occupation of the West Bank, the annexation of Jerusalem, and many wars against Gaza, including the most recent and murderous one, and the ongoing murderous attacks on Lebanon. Israel has consistently violated the October 25 ceasefire by blocking food and medicines to enter Gaza and killing 700 residents since the ceasefire. Demand the end of all military aid to Israel. And Israel's occupation of Palestine. While we oppose the horrific Israeli wars against Gaza, the West Bank, Lebanon, and Iran, we stand steadfast against anti-Semitism in all forms and honor and protect the rights and safety of our Jewish neighbors and friends. Two, on January 3rd, the U.S. invaded Venezuela, killed 130 people, and kidnapped President Maduro and Celia Flores. Invading another country, killing civilians, kidnapping its leaders, violates international and U.S. law. Demand the U.S. withdraw its military presence and aggression, its ongoing killing of over 170 Venezuelans and others on small boats near Venezuela, and demand the immediate freedom of Maduro and Flores. 3. The U.S. has conducted a covert war against Cuba since the movement led by Fidel Castro overthrew the Batista dictatorship. The crime of Cuba since has been its independence from the U.S. There have been many advances for the Cuban people. For example, free health care and free education. The economic problems of Cuba, such as lack of consumer goods, are partially caused by the U.S. blockade. The Trump administration, led by Marco Rubio, is starving the Cuban people by stopping oil shipments. This is murder, an act of war. Shame! Trump claims Cuba is next on the hit list after Iran. Demand no to war against Cuba, the end of the U.S. blockade and embargo, and reparations for the damage the U.S. has done. In 1953, the CIA overthrew the democratic Iranian government of Mossadegh and put into power the dictator and pro-Israeli Shah. A popular uprising overthrew him in 1979. Authoritarian and religious leaders Khomeini and Khamenei have ruled since. The U.S. and Israel are committed to overthrowing the Iranian government. They want to dominate militarily, economically, and politically the Middle East. Iran is an impediment to this imperialist aim. This caused the unprovoked war began by Israel and the U.S. a month ago today. They have killed 1,500 Iranian civilians and counting, including 168 children, by a U.S. missile attack on the first day. Shame! Iran is defending and raising the social cost to the U.S. and Israel by attacking U.S. military bases in the region and attacking Israel and blocking boats going through the Strait of Hormuz. Stop the U.S.-Israeli war against Iran. Price of natural gas and fertilizer rising rapidly. The standard of living of working-class Americans is declining further. Challenge Islamophobia and all forms of racism. The No Kings rallies today all over the country, 3,500 of them, are important for stopping the wars against Iran, Cuba, and the Trump agenda, but they're not enough. Voting matters, but it's not enough. We need many levels of protest and resistance. People in the streets, direct action against institutions complicit with this war machine, mass organizations that actively involve its members, not just occasional mobilizations. Reach out and educate. Say no to intervention by the U.S. and other countries. We need to go beyond returning to the pre-Trump status quo and develop a program to organize for quality health care for all. A universal basic income. Climate justice. An end to deportations. Reproductive and racial justice. Let us, the people and organizations in the United States, show solidarity with the people of Palestine, Venezuela, Iran, and the people of the government of Cuba. Our alternatives, as Rosa Luxemburg said 100 years ago, are barbarism or socialism. I'm for the latter. We will meet today at 2:15 at 14th and Capitol, straight ahead there, to march at 2:30 with spirit through the streets of Olympia to demand no to fascism, no to war, no to ICE and the Border Patrol, and yes to justice and liberation.
Yes!
We will go to a Hilton Hotel, the DoubleTree, to demand they not house agents of ICE and the Border Patrol. For more information, come to our Palestine Action of South Sound table. Join us. Solidarity. Thank you.